Okay. Okay. Welcome to the training. So today what we're going to do, we're going to go through a scenario where someone's approached you and they want some product. They already know they want, for instance, just the ice wave. That's all they want. They just want the ice wave. So how do you choose what's best and how to enroll them? So I'm going to share this other screen. So just hold a second while I grab that this time. And then we'll put that, you should be able to see. Okay. So here is the retail site. Okay. Not logged in, anything like that. But what we're going to do, we're going to look at, you can look at it two ways. You can look at our story and you can look at preferred customer program over here. And so I'm just going to pull this up and we'll just go through this a bit. So what do they get? They subscribe and they save on retail prices. So you're automatically upgraded to our preferred customer when you place a LiveWave monthly subscription order. There's no minimum, but it does have to have volume attached. Wholesale pricing is immediately unlocked, saving you up to 30%. So then it shares the different kinds of preferred customers. So I just want to address the elephant in the room is why would you even offer that to someone? And that is, and I'll share from our scenario here, we live in a very senior community where even the median age is 64, but many are much older than that. And I have come across individuals that absolutely positively do not want to do any online banking where they release their account number to anybody. Doesn't matter who they are, they're not doing it. So they would never be able to qualify to be paid if they were a brand partner. Well, they would get paid. In fact, I've got one gal that has money sitting in there for a year and a half, but she's not going to do anything to get it. So to me, that's a waste. I like to, have all the cards on the table and give people the options. So here's the other thing, especially, and I'm really gearing this towards seniors because I think most people are tech savvy enough that if they realize that they're going to get a financial reward from the company, they don't mind setting up, an online banking system. But for seniors also, what they really love is freebie. They like free stuff. So with the preferred customer or the preferred customer plus program, if they're on a monthly order, they will get samples of not a full sleeve of patches, but a sleeve of 10 patches to try. So it's a wonderful way of them being exposed to the product. Okay. So they can find, they can try other ones. And of course, like I say, it's free. So if they stay on a monthly subscription order. So here we've got preferred customer, learn more, preferred customer plus learn more. I'm just going to see if the chart's down here. Oh, I see. Okay, here we go. So here's, and I'll make that a little bit bigger. Will that help? How's that? Was that a little bit easier to read? Can you see that? Yes, no, maybe so.
Yes,
Thumbs up?
thank you.
Oh, okay, okay. So with the preferred customer program, it's free. They get wholesale pricing. They do need a monthly subscription order. So if it's Ice Wave, they need to at least order one Ice Wave a month. There's these loyalty samples. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I just got you. Uh, uh, these loyalty samples with the preferred customer, how it works for them is after 3 months of a monthly subscription. In their fourth month, they'll have a sample sent to them. So every 3 months, they get a sample. And then they have these other links where they can access, the shopping cart and etc. The preferred customer plus has an annual fee of $25, just like our brand partners have an annual fee of $25. But here's the difference is every month they get a freebie. Every month included with their monthly subscription, they get a third of a sleeve. So 10 patches of whatever it's going to be that month. And at the end of a year, they will get a full sleeve. So for me, the $25 that they pay, they basically get that back the first month with the sample. So 12 rewards that they can be exposed. Plus what they do is they have a personal referral link that they can use this share program and they can accumulate points towards their future orders. So again, that is an option to become a preferred customer or preferred customer plus. So, okay, I'm just going to stop the share for a second. So that's one reason that that's available. So I want you to have that in your mind's eye, but also you need to know these people do not appear in your family tree of LiveWave. It's like a separate bucket over here where the preferred customers sit. So they're not counted as in your genealogy tree to be able to qualify you for making advances in rank. That is strictly for brand partners. So that's important to know. So here's my strategy on this. What you're looking at right here is my husband's account. And his name for his account is lifewave.com, stronger longer. Yeah, just a second, Jody.
We're not
And
okay.
so what's that?
You said this is your husband's account, but we're not seeing anything on the screen.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Just thought you'd want
Thank
to.
you. Yes, thank you. Okay. Was a faux pas. Thank you. So you'll see if I am signing, if you have family that has several accounts, then you've got the opportunity to have preferred customers that you would possibly sign up under your spouse or your child or your business partner, or because that's how you would earn commission on that, because that sales volume becomes part of their personal volume. That might sound Greek to Joanna and Deborah because because this is brand spanking new. But with all the people that are coming into LifeWave right now, it's an opportunity to know exactly how to maximize using preferred customer and preferred customer plus. And you might be wondering, well, why is LifeWave promoting customers and preferred customer plus? Well, actually, it's part of the law to have a referral marketing company. The company has to have a percentage of all those people as customers, not all as business associates. So of course, the more customers they have, the more that falls within the lines of just fitting into what the model is. So any questions that we can answer for you? I'm sure there's a bunch. So Sharon, have you signed up anybody as a preferred customer? Like this is a brand new preferred customer program as well, so might not have as yet.
No, I haven't, but I haven't went down that road. But you were saying, and I can see that I've come across other people who they do not want to give the credit card. So if they're going to be on a monthly, what do they do if they don't want
Well,
a credit card?
well, not the credit card. They don't want to give their banking information. It's an online business, so they still have to pay with a credit card. So that doesn't offset that. But good insights there. A lot of people have been scammed, so they don't want to do anything with online banking. And that's how we're paid, right? It goes automatically into the bank after we set it up, but we have to set it up. So that's what's key. And some people just absolutely will not do that. So it's good to know your potential client and good to know what they're looking for. A lot of people will say, well, I'm not looking to do this as a business, but with being a preferred customer, especially a preferred customer plus, you have the opportunity to earn up to $100 in purchasing credits by referring other people. And all those people end up being in this bucket. None of them are in your LiveWave tree. So that's important to know. So the only big negative would be if somebody comes in as a preferred customer and they're referring people like crazy all over the place, and then they say, hey, I'd like to make some money. Well, they can now sign up as a brand partner, but all those people they've referred don't come with them. Okay, so it's knowing your customer as to whether they are going to whether they're a chatterbox, whether they're the first one to have the Tupperware party and brings all the people in, that kind of thing, or whether they simply are, in the senior realm and just want it easy peasy. I like the ice wave. I want to get the ice wave. I'll get a sample of X39. I'll get a sample of Eon down the road and I'll try those. And if I like those, I'll add them to my order. But it's just a simple way of being able to put that forth. So again, there is a whole booklet in your resources in your website that will go through these two programs. So if that interests you, that's where I would go. So you'll see what happens with that. So again, they go on a monthly subscription order. I know Carol in the old preferred customer system, but they only got how many months, Carol, did she get some?
I'm just trying to remember how many she got. Sorry, I just don't remember. She did like that, but this is obviously a little bit better one.
Right. Yeah, this is an improved one, but also knowing if you do have preferred customers, that will take management of you being on top of that because they're not going to appear like the rest of our reporting does. Okay, so that's going to be key. So again, it's a matter, we have multiple choices how people can come in. They can buy retail, and who on earth wants to pay retail? I've never come across anybody in 43 years that wanted to pay retail. But if they're absolutely yuck, I don't like multi-level marketing. I hate network marketing. I'll never do anything with multi-level marketing. But I tell them as well, you don't have to. You can be a preferred customer and get benefits. You don't have to have anything to do with that part of the marketing plan. Well, even as a brand partner, you don't have to share. That's strictly, I actually call them brand customers but I know they're getting the benefit of all the people that I'm placing under them, or that their upline is placing under them, that they're gaining the benefit of that sales volume. But it is wonderful to have a perspective on, okay, here's some options. And so there may be some people in your life that would fit into this bucket better, as far as being able to earn credits, et cetera, et cetera. So, Permelia, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking about Jane and her friends who are on limited income. And they would, I think, very much benefit from being a preferred customer.
Hmm. Because they probably may not have the mental acuity as well of setting up all that online banking and managing that. Is that correct?
Well,
Some of them.
some of them, yeah, for
Mhm.
sure. That would
Mhm.
be, they would definitely need help to do that. But
Mhm.
I'm looking at the people that Jane's been talking to, mainly because of the amount, the cost.
Right.
So even the core package would be too much for them.
Right.
For them to do the $25
Mhm.
and order an ice wave, that seems to be quite affordable.
Right. Good.
And
Okay.
they like the idea of getting some free stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Free
Well,
patches.
yeah, these free loyalty samples.
Mhm.
Before, if you were simply a preferred customer, after 3 months, they sent you some swag, which is just basically LiveWave advertising, right? Like I have a scarf, I have a toque, I have the gloves, I have, etc. But I mean, I don't know if people are going to appreciate that. I think they'd appreciate the partial sleeves of product much more.
Yeah, I
So,
think so too.
so anyways, Carl, have you been exposed to this part of the marketing before?
No, I haven't. I haven't.
Mhm. Okay. Our
And
focus, sorry, carry on.
I was just gonna say, I think some people I've talked with will be interested in it though.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So the only other aspect of this that you need to know is because they're not a brand partner, they're in the bucket. The bucket that doesn't count. It doesn't help you qualify to stay active. It doesn't, as far as, let's say, a manager, it doesn't help you to qualify as a director because they're not in your genealogy tree. So that's another aspect that's plus, as we've experienced, probably a good 90% of the individuals that have come on, all of us included, said, well, I'm not doing the business. How many of us have said that? And then here we are. So it seems, after a period of time, once you love the products, it's pretty hard not to share them. So that's one aspect. And I know there's been a whole pile of questions in the chat. So let me just go over there and see. Okay. 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 So, okay, we've talked about the chart. We talked about all that. Okay, how good it's in there. Thank you, Jody. No, you cannot be a brand partner, brand member, and a PC Plus at the same time. There's two different commodities.
And
So
Deb-
they could definitely turn into a brand partner. But knowing that if they referred other people, they, you know, they wouldn't be able to bring them with them. They'd be starting from scratch. Okay. And also, if you've ever looked at the genealogy tree, why people often come in as a brand partner, which is so key, is they are securing a place in that genealogy tree. So any growth from the company that happens below them, they benefit from. So if they become a, for instance, preferred customer for the first, 12 months and get all the freebies, then that would be a time where I'd be saying, hey, well, how are you doing? What are you thinking? Are you wanting to benefit financially? But again, it's knowing your customer and staying in touch with them, because there is lots of help that comes. I was just sharing with my house cleaner today. I have 2 girls that come in once a month. That's my bonus. I don't smoke, I don't drink. I'm paying you money to clean my house, okay? Because it is my mental health that's at risk here by looking at clutter and mess and dirt, okay? So anyways, the 2 girls come in. One is in tough shape. She is pain everywhere. And so with this particular scenario, I realized that it's an ongoing process. I've exposed her to the patches. She got started on LiveWave, but she's not consistent yet. So she's not having the results that we expect to see. So today I practically cornered her when she was cleaning my bathroom, said, you need to phone me, because what comes with the patches, it comes with support, comes with a support team, comes with all of us, it comes with community education, and it comes with people like our Rita and Dr. Karen Can, that we can find answers for you. So it's not just selling a patch. It actually is way more than that, because it comes with all that learning that we're gaining and that we're sharing. So anyways, so that's just some ideas there. Did I answer all? So how do you know if they're still ordering monthly if though there's no reporting? Actually, it appears in your volume, Deborah. So let's say you ordered $100 this month, and Sally Joe comes in as a preferred customer and she orders $100. It shows 200 for you, but we don't earn commission on our own purchases. So that's why I suggest, if you have a family member, being able to, like for instance, Permelia has Jane, that Jane would have the preferred customers under her. Carol has her daughter Stacy, and so what it would do, it would be plunked under them and help them qualify as active.
And that's why you have your husband Ron, because then you are using his account for the preferred customer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So that's just my thinking at this point. And they're always fine tuning what they offer. But anyways, I just wanted to spend a few minutes on that. So I'll just stop the recording here. Thank you.